going to wind up being a single, and Wolpat is on first base with the air as the ball got past left fielder here. And Ethan Schmitz. That was a tough break there. The ball got through, and that allowed Wolpat with good speed to get across and get over to second base. And now in scoring position. We're going to go from the distance here, hopefully be able to see things, and hopefully things are working on our Twitch channel. That ball gets through the catcher in Hemmersbach, and Wolpat down at third rather quickly. Well, thanks for joining us on this now all of a sudden kind of a dreary day. A little bit colder out there for sure. Well, we'll kind of muddle our way through this as we usually have to, right? Rain still coming down here. They may have to lower the camera and even our metal door here just to kind of try and keep some of the rain out. We're going to get a walk being issued here now to the number 2 hitter. That was Seth Brando. So Wolpat on with the single, and then he advanced to second. He's now at third on a pass ball. And the walk issued to Brando. This is Tucker Wilds. Quick toss over. Well, I'm going to apologize, folks. We're going to move the camera down just a little bit here, so bear with me as we going to go down about as low as I think we dare, and then I can lower the screen to try and keep some of that rain out as much as possible here. So kind of have a little bit of a narrow view, but I think that'll work here today. Anything that we can do to keep the wind's going to come in. Here's a pop-up, second base, dropping back, and he'll make the grab. Nice job there, getting that catch. Let's see, second baseman. Trying to remember now, it's been a bit since I've been here. That is Dylan Heft, that's right. Heft with the nice grab for out number 1. That was on Tucker Wilds. This is Tyrus Wilds now. Tyrus stepping in from the right-hand side. Your cleanup hitter, that's going to be up high. Boy, that rain is really coming down. They're going to try and get through this, but I don't know. I think after a while you got to be a little careful, right? You can see the rain through the screen. That pitch is going to Nick Wilds, and he is on by the hit batsman. And now they're going to call it for a bit. We'll do the same. We'll take a little break. Finishing up those warm-up pitches, and now we're set here Feel like I'm talking in a vacuum once again. Connor Butzler on the mound. He's in the stretch, and the next offering is going to be a swing and a miss. And let's see, we've got bases loaded here. We should have two down. So Wilds was on. I think was he hit by a pitch maybe? And then that should have been Cole Eberhardt. And now I believe Trey Wilds is stepping in. Tyrus Wilds down at first base. Over at second, this is number 3, and Seth Brando and Gunnar Wopat down to third. And that's going to come in and looks like it's going to hit the batter in, let's see, Albright struck out. So that was Trey Wilds. So another hit by pitch. And this time, Wopat will score. Here's Jet Bender. Bender is the third baseman. There's a called strike. Butzler, again, as I mentioned, on the mound here, and a bit of a stoppage. Here's a pop-up right back to Butzler. He's going to run over and flip to Henry Brigham for out number 3. They finally get out of that mess, and that was a big-time jam for sure, but they only give up 1 run, so I think you could probably count that as a good moral victory, right? 1 run on 1 hit. There were a couple, there was a walk, and I believe 2 hit batsmen in that situation. We'll take a real quick break, make sure everything is up and running here. Glad to have you on board once again in this Western Wisconsin video production of Scenic Bluffs Baseball here in Cashton. Welcome back as we are now set with the broadcast, as it's going to be Hemmersbach stepping in. This will be Brady, followed by Brett, and then Connor Butzler. And if those three can get on, Drew Butzler would follow. Brady, the third baseman, takes the ball downstairs. I believe the first pitch was also a ball, but we don't have quite the window that we'd like to have, nor the angle here. There's a swing. Shooting from center field here in the football announcer's booth. This is real nice and cozy. At least we're not wet. Here's a ground ball foul down the first base side. I believe 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow night, back in Westby for a baseball game. And then we'll travel to Ithaca on Saturday for a couple of Norseman games, 10 o'clock and around maybe 12:15, somewhere in there. That ball got away from Wopat and went way up high. They'll take on the defending state champs, the Ithaca Bulldogs, at 10 o'clock. Well, now it's 3-2, I think. And then Richland Center Hornets following that on Saturday morning. So 3 games coming up here for the Westby Norsemen. There's a walk as that ball dropped way down low. And Hemmersbach is on at first base. That brings up Brett Hemmersbach, the catcher. Since the last time we did a baseball game, they've mixed things up a little bit. Head coach Marino has. Here's a ground ball. Shortstop bobbled the throw. And, they just did get him. Good recovery there by the shortstop to get the out. That was Brando. He bobbled, but he kept the ball in front of him. And that was key. It didn't roll away from him. 6-4 on the putout to get Brady Hemmersbach off the base path. Here comes Connor Butzler now. Shows bunt, lets it go, and a slide on a nice steal here by Brett Hemmersbach. Field doesn't look too bad with all that rain that came down. That'll be high. The offering is going to catch the outside part of the plate for a called strike. There's a shot out here, and it's going to be a gapper. Here's Butzler. Ooh, he tripped at first. He is going to be in standing at second base. Boy, I tell you what. A little nervous there for him when he hit that. He tripped up just before he got to first, but had enough speed in order to get to second base. And the RBI with that double as Brett scores easily. Brett Hemmersbach. This will bring up Drew Butzler now. Drew, the cleanup hitter, sophomore. Takes a called strike. Remember we did this game last year, and it was a dandy ball game. I think it was a doubleheader. Kind of the way it, if I remember correctly, but maybe it was just one of those good long games. And it felt like a doubleheader. Missed in tight. Well, the wind's no longer a factor in this ball game like it would have been when it was raining. Boy, I tell you what, that wind was moving right along. Had to shut the screen here, our metal awning down, keep the equipment from getting drenched. The offering went downstairs again on Wopat. Little chopper right into Wopat's glove, and he is able to flip it over to first for out number 2. On the play, Connor Butzler moves over to third base. So 1-3 on the putout, and there's 2 away for Gavin Wurzberger, as he will see if he can punch the ball through and score Connor Butzler down here at third base, 90 feet away. A pass ball will get you a run as well. There's a called strike. Behind the catcher for the Panthers here in Tucker Wilds, there is a lot of real estate behind there. Swinging through that one, now 0-2. Thanks to those many sponsors, the Westby Co-op Credit Union bringing you today's action. We appreciate their support, as well as the Westby Co-op Creamery. How about that? I tell you what, these guys are doing a great job. Here comes a steal, and it is going to be a stolen base. He steals home. Butzler stealing home, and I tell you what, Wopat just had to let him go. I saw him breaking, and I thought maybe he was kind of doing that. They do that hard break, 2 or 3 steps, maybe 4, and then trying to get the balk, and he just kept going. Swinging through on that pitch up on the letters for a strikeout. And Wurzberger goes down here to end the inning. But the Cashton Eagles are going to pick up 2 runs. They get 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors in the inning. They have a 2-1 lead. We'll go to the second. Well, thanks for joining us here today in this little bit of a dreary, rainy afternoon here. It's Thursday, May 9th. Stepping in to face Connor Butzler is Carter Uppanaw and then Brendan Rick. You're 8-9 and then back to the top of the order. Butzler's first offering goes way upstairs. Varsity Funeral Home helping us out. Again, appreciate their terrific support throughout the seasons. The many, many seasons. Been doing a lot of Cashton, Viroqua, and Westby events. The Westby Sitting Mai coming up next weekend. We'll have a lot of action there. We'll have tape delayed material. I'll say a lot. Maybe a couple things on Saturday, and of course the big parade on Sunday. So we're thinking of probably 3 or 4 different things taking place here that will help promote the Westby Sitting Mai. Well, it's going to be a walk issued here to Uppanaw. And that brings up Brendan Rick. Gunnar Wopat strolls out to the on-deck circle. Butzler trying to find his groove here with the wet ground. And maybe a little bit of a wet baseball. That ball is going to get by Henry Brigham on the pickoff attempt, and there he is down at second. He being Carter Uppanaw. The Viroqua Dental Center also supporting today's broadcast. Dr. Leon Klum, how about it? We appreciate their support when it comes to the broadcast, and stop in there for the inside scoop on the gentler side of dentistry. Swing and a miss on a ball up on the letters. Jared Hemmerschbach came out with the, I'm not sure what they call that material you throw on the ground that dries up everything. Probably got something called dry up or field dry or something of that nature. He was putting a lot of it around in the home plate area, back out on the mound. I didn't see him go around the bases, though. Another upstairs pitch. That one rode in on the hands, and Rick wound up swinging through it. One down, one on. 2-1 ball game. Cashton with the lead. Even the players, especially in the outfield with hoods on, jerseys over those long-sleeved hooded sweatshirts. There's a strike. That was a dandy curveball, it looks like. I think he just missed on that one. That one's way downstairs. I got to think that there's probably just enough cold out there and just slippery enough. There's a walk issued, and that puts runners at first and second now. Wopat on base once again. He was on to begin the ball game with a base hit. Now he draws a walk. Two on, there's one away in a 2-1 ball game. A lot of ones and twos in that one. Missed going away. That one pops away from Hemmerschbach, and everybody's going to move up a base. And now the pressure back on the defense. Anything to the right side is going to really probably score a run. And, to be honest, with Gunnar Volpat down there at second, he's crafty. Ooh, that one was tight to Brando. Well, the kick and fire in that ball got away from Butzler again. And it's another walk. That is not like Connor Butzler. Three walks in the inning here. I don't think there's any hit batsmen, but the bases are loaded. Swinging through that one. Foul ball. That you can see the curve on that one, but it stayed up high. From way up here, that was a dandy-looking pitch, but it did not want to cooperate and drop down into that strike zone. Here's the kick and fire. This one's popped up out here to center field, coming up. And, ooh, making the grab. Here comes the throw home. Oh, that's going to be a dandy one. They got him. What a throw. Center field, and I tell you what, Ethan Klinkner showed off his arm. Down there at third was Carter Uppenall. Maybe he slipped on the takeoff, but it winds up a fly out, an F8 by Tucker Wilds, and then an 8-2 peg to home to nullify any chances of an RBI. Unbelievable. No runs on no hits. 3 walks in the inning, 2 left on base. We'll take a little break. A couple more of our wonderful sponsors. The Viroqua Booster Club helping us out today. Check out their Friday night fish fry, south side of Viroqua. And also, there's the first pitch to Henry Brigham. That's going to be, thought they set a strike. Thanks to the VFW with their Friday night fish. The Viroqua Booster Club. There's Brigham with a nice shot right back up the middle. Yeah, the VFW, no one does more for veterans than the VFW. And the Viroqua Booster Club, I tell you what a terrific job they continue to do for the Viroqua athletic teams. Well, it's starting to sprinkle again. I think the field can take quite a bit, it looks like. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. So I got a feeling it's going to be a spotty kind of night here. We do have off to looking back in, kind of again northeast maybe. It looks like that could be settling in, but the breeze slightly in. Brigham got a little bit of a lead down there. Catcher in Tucker Wild said, "Oh, I'll throw it down there. Better not step off." Check this swing. It's in there for a strike. So bringing on with the base hit as the Eagles hold on to a 2-1 lead here. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Here's a little pop-up, and that's in for a base hit. Brigham will stop at second. Dylan Heff just punched that one over the second baseman in Tyrus Wilds. Not how hard you hit it, but where you hit it sometimes. That's going to bring up Ethan Klinkner, who we saw make such a terrific throw from center field to get out number 3. Vernon Electric Cooperative helping us out. Thanks to Marianne Berg, Trevor down there, all kinds of great people. Trevor Clark. Missed a bit high, I think. That curveball caught the outside part of the plate. That one hops out in front, and Brigham decides to stay home. He did not want to risk a spin out trying to get to third. Looked like Brett. Was that Brett over there, I think, that brought out? It looked like it. Some more baseballs for the umpire. Popped this one foul over the top. Ethan Schmitz to follow. Couple of strikes here now on Klinkner. 2 men on. He's got an RBI sitting out there if he can get a gapper. Henry Brigham at second base. Pop that one up, and it is going to be caught here. Nice job. Whoops, I probably went too far. Nice job there by the catcher in Tucker Wilds. Able to get underneath it and make the grab. Yeah, I did probably go too far on that. I apologize, but I'll tell you what, Tucker Wilds did a great job getting that mask off and locating the ball. One away, here is Ethan Schmitz now, right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss on Schmitz's part. Vernon Manor Healthcare Center bringing you the action for rehabilitative care. Well, there is a strikeout on Schmitz's part, and now we go back to the top of the order and Brady Hemmerschbach. Hemmerschbach on by a walk back in the first inning. We're in the bottom of the second here. Cashton able to score a couple of runs to take that 2-1 lead. Here's a ground ball. That's going to get through, and they're going to hold Brigham at third, and now bases are loaded. Well, he got a nice pitch to drive out just past the stretched arm of Eberhardt. And now Brett Hemmerschbach steps in, the catcher. Brigham down to third. And at second base is Dylan Heft. Brady Hemmerschbach with that base hit stands at first base. And now Brett will see if he can't punch him through. Number 2 hitter in the lineup. Wopat is set. That offering went downstairs. Coming right back, ground ball. Third base, he'll pick it up and get to the bag before anyone else can. That will end the inning on the fielder's choice. Well, no runs on 2 hits. 3 men left on base. And we will take another break here, and we'll come back with the top half of inning number 3. 2-1, Cashton. Ben Grandel has now come on to pitch for the Cashton Eagles. Connor Butzler goes to shortstop. I'm trying to see where Drew went. This ball is popped up foul out of play. We'll keep an eye out for him. Ground ball, third base side, and that is going to be foul. Looks like Drew is down at third. Fouled that one off. So Drew now is at third base, and Connor goes to shortstop. So we got to figure out where Brady went. Moving some people around. Dylan Heftat, there's a high offering that got over the top of Hemmerschbach. That offering is a little bit inside I'm thinking that Gavin Wurzberger is probably now no longer the DH. Now that Grando is in. Well, let's see though. Ben Grando was playing right field. And I'm not sure who is out here right now with the hood up and no uniform on there. A walk is going to be issued here. Wilds on with the walk. This is Eberhardt. Runner taken off. Here comes the throw, and that's not going to be in time. Wilds with the stolen base, and Eberhardt looking for a base hit, maybe an RBI out there. Fly ball going to be caught here by Klinkner. One away. Oh, Brady Hemmerspach is now playing left field. There we go. One on, one out for Trey Wilds. In tight. Here's the 2-0 offering. Ooh, that one's going to skip by Hemmerspach. And hustling down to third base was Tyrus Wilds. There's a strike. Threw a fastball right in there. Well, the WIAA regional softball action going to be coming up. Here's a pop-up coming up. They're going to make the grab and hold the runner at third base. Nice job coming up, making the grab. I wonder if maybe would Wurzberger be in the field now. That might be who's over there. In right field. Well, that one just came right in and chewed him up. So 2 down. That should have been Bender, I believe. Yep. Who was hit by the pitch. It came up and got him in a hurry. So 2 away and 2 on, first and third. Panthers only down by a run at 2-1 here in the top of the third inning. Ground ball, and that's going to tie this game up. Got out here to left center field, and Hemmerspach able to get it in. keeping the runners at first and second. So Bender with a base hit. Carter Uppenaw walked back in the first inning. Back in the second inning to start off that half inning. Here's a pop-up, and that is just out of play. Uppenaw is set. Watches that one downstairs under the knees. From Ben Grandel. Well, the pitching order for Cashton is typically Connor Butzler, then Drew Butzler. And I'm suspecting that in this case, Grandel might be the number 3. Into the stretch, here comes the offering. And a swing and a miss for out number 3. Wow, got out of that mess once again. That's a couple times now that the Panthers have had runners on the base path and all the way over to third. They have not been able to push them across, all except in that first inning. Our thanks going out to more of those sponsors. We'll talk about them when we come back. One of them, though, Sleepy Hollow in Viroqua on the north side. And 3 terrific facilities helping us out today. Wolpat back up on the mound once again. And let's take a look and see who he will be facing here for the Cashton Eagles. It'll be Connor Butzler, Drew Butzler, and let's see, we think it might be Gavin Wurzberger, but now that Ben Grandel is out there pitching, though he was in right. Here's a ground ball, and they will beat Butzler to the bag. That was the first baseman over there in Nicole Eberhardt. Here's Drew Butzler now. Fly ball. This is going to drop in there. Butzler punches that one out to left center field, and nobody could quite get there. I think this is Henry Brigham is up next. I think this is Wurzberger yet. Up high, pushing, or is that, I don't think that's Dylan Heff because Brigham is up on deck. But it looked like it said number 27 for a moment there. No, 22. There we go. That's what happens in from the distance here. Thanks to Scenic Bluffs Community Health, the corporate office right there behind us. Not behind us here, but out in front, behind the backstop area. That ball gets away from the catcher, and Butzler winds up at second base. All kinds of great care health care for you. Also, our thanks going out to Sealand's Carpetland, downtown Coon Valley, there on Central Avenue. Stop in there and say hi. They are a crew down there. Got that one across for a strike at the letters for Gavin Wurzberger. Swing and a miss. There's a ground ball, first base. Eberhardt will pick and step on the bag for out number 2. Oh, second unassisted put out for Eberhardt. 2-away. On the play, Butzler winds up at third, 90 feet away for Henry Brigham. Brigham with a base hit also in that second inning. He led off the inning with that base hit, but was left stranded at third. Fouled that one off. Rain coming down a little stronger again now. That ball bounces away. Here comes a throw home. Ooh, that's going to be close. They got him. Wow. What a play by the catcher in Wilds. He is able to get the toss. I don't blame Coach Marino to talk about that one just a little bit. As it is, it's going to be a 2-1 put out at home for out number 3. No runs on one hit and nobody left on base. 9-1-2 part of the order coming up to bat here now for the Royal Panthers as they trail in this ball game. Still 2-1. Trying to get last minute touches here. The rain continues to come down here. They're just trying to make sure that they keep as much of that dry field material on as they can. Well, we do want to say thanks to Sealand's Carpetland. I'm not sure if I said that before or not. Tim Sealand out there in Central Avenue in downtown Coon Valley bringing you the action today. And then we can jump back over to Westby and then back to Coon Valley and talk about the River Bank. That's right, 2 locations, south side of Westby and in right across the street from Sealand's Carpetland. River Bank helping us out. Here's a ground ball foul. Yeah, that rain is very steady right now. They're still playing in the softball field. Girls taking on Royall. Here's a fly ball. This is really well hit, and it is, off the glove. Excellent try there by Klinkner. He ran a long ways, and we are not going to go with an error there. We're going to go with a double. terrific effort. He'll tell you he should have had it. But tell you, that was an excellent try. Well, tying run at second base here. This ball lifted foul out of play on the first base side. Premier Co-op you'll find in not only here in Cashton, but of course Westby, Richland Center, Eastman. Doing a lot of great things for our area agricultural communities. And Peck's Corner, that's right out here on County D. Stop in there, folks. They got some tremendous specials, food specials, each and every day, thanks to Nicholas and the crew. Swing and a miss. That one up on the eyes, and I wound up missing that one. That was Seth Brandel. Oh, I was off on that. That was Gunnar Wopat with that double. That is foul. So Brandel with the strikeout. Here is Tucker Wilds. I don't know, somewhere along the way I got off by a batter apparently. Here's a fly ball. This is well hit. This is going to split the gap here. They'll tie the ball game up. And Wiles is going to coast into second base with a RBI double. Tucker Wilds with the shot. And scoring was Wopat. Swinging maybe a foul tip. Tyrus Wilds, the cleanup batter. Also the second baseman. Quick getting some dry baseballs back out there. Just a bit low. 2-2 score here now, and again, one down and a runner in scoring position remaining here for the Panthers. That went in on the ankles for a ball. Again, Ben Grandel doing the pitching. He came on in the previous inning, I guess it was now. Well, let's see. We are in the fourth. Relieving Connor Butzler. Swinging it might have been a foul tip. It is going to be a strikeout. So Wild strikes out. And here is Cole Eberhardt with 2 down. Right-handed hitter, let's see, he is flown out. And looks like he struck out. That's going to be the inning. taking care of business. Eberhardt going down. But a run does come across here for the Panthers. They pick up that run on 2 doubles. And we have ourselves a tie ball game moving into the bottom half of the 4th. Henry Brigham steps back in to the batter's box with a clean slate. First offering is going to be high for a ball. Nordic Lanes helping us out today. Thanks to Scott and Sue Sordahl, as always, with the best tasting pizza around. Here's a ball hit out towards center field. That's going to drop in right in front of our center fielder here, Trey Wilds. So Brigham on with a single in a leadoff hit. We're going to get a pinch runner now coming in for him. I don't have the backup numbers and that, so I apologize. We're not sure who this is going to be. Brigham stranded at third base back in that second inning when he led off the inning with a hit at that time. But they wound up, and rightfully so, they kind of went conservative and only had him go 1 base at a time, and he was not able to score. Wolpat down 1-0. Now 2-0. Dylan Heft. Dylan, let's see, he had a base hit. I was thinking that he did. This is popped up right side out of play. Well, that breeze has picked up now. Coming right in at us. That's high, and it gets away from the catcher and hustling down your courtesy runner for Brigham, standing at second base. Miles of Smiles, Child Care Center, Ashley Liam, Our Savior's Church basement in Westby. Stop in there and have a chat with her regarding child care. What a job she continues to do. That ball gets away. And again, now the runner down at third base. We got runners at first and third. The walk being issued here to Heft. And it will bring up, should be Ethan Klinkner, I would think. Klinkner, left-handed hitter. popped out to the catcher in Tucker Wiles. Now they're going to try and get the runner, and they do. Here comes a run home, and he will be safe. So the runner in heft broke for second, and they went to get the out, and the run does score. Well, they didn't care about that pickoff. That's a tough spot because you let them go. Winds up a 1-6 putout. Quick discussion here with the umpires. Looks like everything is okay. Yeah, if you make the throw to second like they did, and you're almost sacrificing the run. They did make it close, though. It was a good throw home. But as it is, the run is in, and the Cashton Eagles are back up on top 3-2. This is going to be a walk issued to Klinkner. And it'll bring up Ethan Schmitz with the top of the order due up. One down. Good speed on the base path. And Ethan Klinkner. He is taken off, and steal. Oh, they got him. Tried to slide in underneath that one, and they picked him off. Klinkner doesn't quite believe that. That was a pretty tight play there. But the 2-6 toss, and Klinkner is off the base path. That's a speedy guy not to have on there when you first get him on, right? But Wiles with a pretty good arm down there at catcher. Main Street Mobile Mart helping us out today. We thank them for their support. Synergy Mobile View and that deli, I tell you what, they always have something good down there. Swinging a foul ball. Here's the offering. That ball is chopped underneath. Rolling over here to on deck circle with Brady Hemmerspach. Wolpat's still on the mound here. That one got away from him. Nobody on for the Eagles after that throw down to second on the attempted steal. And another walk. Wolpat missing high on that one. Well, 2 down, but they're back to the top of the order here. And it's going to be Brady Hemmersbach. Little toss, fake toss, I should say. Here's a fly ball, and it's going to be caught out here in left field for out number 3. Well, he gave it a ride, folks. Just not able to get enough on it here in this little cooler weather, it looked like. So the fly out to end the inning. No runs. Check that, excuse me. There was 1 run in the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. Let's see, 3 walks in a row here, and they're able to manufacture a run. It is 3-2 your score. Cashton with the lead, and our thanks going out to Embroidery and More, Greg Danes and crew out there on 210D Swigum Road in Westby. The Royal Panthers now trail 3-2 as we move into the top of the 5th inning. They are going to bring up their 6, 7, 8 part of the order. And a ball lifted foul out of play. Ricocheting off the fence over there. Well, more of those sponsors, Eagle Title Company. Check out the do's and don'ts when it comes to title insurance. And that is the best place to go is Lori Holte down there at Eagle Title Company in Coon Valley. And Coon Valley Telecommunications helping us out today. Thanks to that great crew serving Chaseburg, Coon Valley, and the Stoddard area. And we better not forget Effinger's Equipment Sales and Service. Mark Effinger and the family out there on the north side of Viroqua. Steel products, Country Clipper, Zero Turn. That is a dandy machine. That's what Lori and I had that one before we moved, and that is a workaholic kind of zero-turn piece of equipment, let me tell you. Wow, that ball came right in and caught the hitter in the Wilds right in the back, right on the number. So I think he's number 6. That might leave a mark. And it always hurts that much more when it's cool like this. Runner taking off, and Hemmersbach dropped the ball. So the tying run now at second base with nobody out. That pitch behind the batter in Jet Bender. Bender today, 1 for 2. He grounded 1-3 to Connor Butzler while Connor was pitching. And then he came up with a base hit in the third. And I believe that base hit was here on our pitcher now. Here's a pop-up shortstop. Butzler able to make that grab. And he'll be 1 for 3. I think he got that base hit off from Grandal. I don't remember. I think Butzler only pitched a couple of innings. That skied up into the atmosphere. Somehow Hemmersbach was able to pull that one down. One out, one on, scoring position here. 3-2 ball game, and now here goes the throw down. It's not going to be in time. Down at third base, and the ball rolls away from Drew Butzler, but not far enough for any kind of advancement anyways. Grandal is going to get a drier baseball here. This is Carter Uppenau, who's in the batter's box. He was walked back in the second inning, struck out in the third. Knocked down right underneath him. Again, knocked down. It was ball 4, though. And runners at first and third, and we might be getting the timeout. We are. Going to come out and talk things over with Grandal and the infield. Well, Connor Butzler returns to the mound. You do not see that very often, but we are here tonight. Starting pitcher. Oh, they almost had the pickoff. They're trying to get the guy in the rundown, and now they'll go home, and they are going to get him. So they got the runner in the rundown to home for the out. That was Wilds for out number 2. Brendan Rick is the batter. And now all the way over, Uppenau gets to third base himself. Swing and a miss. And a strike there. Oh, to the count. Fouled that one off. Count stays at 0-2. Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op helping us out thanks to John Maslevicek and that team of agriculturalists. Man, they are always all over the place, right? Doing a great job. Also, Cashton Building Supply right here in Cashton. And CBS Design, Courtney Kuzi. Kevin Kirkine, of course, with Cashton Building Supply. Called strike 3, got him on the inside part of the plate. That will end the inning. No runs, no hits. 1 left on base here for the Royal Panthers. And we'll take a break, and we're going to come back as we move to the bottom half of inning number 5. It's a 3-2 ball game. Cashton holding on. Cashton will start things off with Brett Hammerschbach, then Connor Butzler, followed by Drew Butzler. This is popped up high, and it is going to be out of play. Off to the left side there. Cashton Farm Supply, your organic farming specialist right here on Highway 27. Bringing you the action today as that ball bounces away. And it's 1-1. Thanks to Ernie and all the crew over here. That ball bounced off the home plate, and Brett snagged it in midair and handed it to Wilds, saying, there you go. Of course, it's a catcher up there batting, so there's a call strike. He understands up and down with that. That stayed high. It's 3-1. Leadoff batter here for Cashton in the bottom of the 5th inning. Holding on to a 3-2 lead. Not going to get a runner there as he swings through, and it's 1 down. Volpat comes in way low on that one. Well, the breeze picking up. It doesn't look like it down over by the softball field. The flag is not wiggling one little bit. But over here where it's a little more open, you can feel it coming into the booth here. Blowing out straight at us, so blowing out straight through center field. But it's not a hard and fast kind of thing. It's just kind of a gentle breeze. Connor Butzler. Let's see what he does here. Takes a strike. Shot back up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Butzler right back through the legs, it looked like, of Wolpat. At least off to the right of him anyways. Here's Drew Butzler now. Drew had a base hit back in the, 3rd inning, and was left stranded at third base. He grounded 1-3 prior to that in the 1st. Wopat and crew looking to see if Butler was going to steal. There he goes. High throw, and he will be in there easily with the stolen base. The high throw pretty much sealed that he was going to make it without... there was a tag, but it wasn't even going to be that much of a call. He can fly. That ball upstairs, and not only upstairs, but inside as well. Thanks to Carmen Fortune helping us out today. That ball rolled right in on him and nearly ate him up. Fouled that one back. Trying to stay alive here. Wopat is set. High chopper, short, the throw, and they just got him. Boy, I tell you what, he was hustling, trying to get down the line. Good play there by the shortstop, though, in Seth Brando. Somehow he was able to get a nice throw, even with that ball hitting the wet area here. Connor Butler is at third now. 6-3 on that putout will go. 2 down, and Gavin Wurzberger is stepping in. Wurzberger today, I think, let's look. I don't know that he's been on. He struck out and grounded on a ball that was hit right down the line, a ground ball right down the line, and first baseman and Eberhardt made a nice play. Picked and stepped on the bag all in one motion. That ball inched away from him. Wopat is set. Here he comes. Downstairs. Well, let's see. We had talked about Carmen Fortune. How about Bethel Home and Services? Yeah, the corporate office in Viroqua. Bethel Boutique, part of that great system. Wurzberger draws the walk. Runners at first and third, and here comes Henry Brigham, who is 2 for 2 today. He's hit one to left, second one to center, and now we're going to get the slow walk coming out here. This might be it for Wopat. Well, as we come back, the decision was made. They're going to intentionally walk Brigham and load the bases. That means the pressure now goes to Dylan Heft, Dylan is 1 for 2 today. He is walked, or check that, he is actually 1 for 1. He's walked the most recent time and then got thrown out 1-6. So he's got a tough bat here. There's a ball that's caught at second base. Well, he tried to punch it through and hustling over there. Tyrus Wilds, showing some great range, is able to get that little soft liner for out number 3. Well, the move looks like it pays off here for the Royal Panthers, getting that intentional walk out there with Henry Brigham. No runs, 1 hit, 3 left on base. Top of the 6th, it's 3-2 Cashton. Well, we get things started here on the top half of the 6th inning. Our thanks going out to the Bank of Cashton right here on Front Street. We appreciate Scott Wall. And, of course, it's the friends that you know helping out the folks here, and not only Cashton, but surrounding communities. Since 1899, the Bank of Cashton. It is the top of the order, I believe. Ball knocked down. Here comes the throw. It is in time. I didn't get the camera over there on Hemmerschbach, it looks like, over there at third base. But he came up firing. We had to get the camera on the throw at first, and Brigham with a nice stretch and scoop to get Wopat, who was motoring. "5-3" on the putout. Here is Seth Brandel. This ball lifted out, and this is going to be trouble. It's over the head, down below us here, and boy, a double again here. That ball gets away. There's good job on the backup. Tell you what, Panthers, they're making some pretty good connections. That is at least the third double of the ball game for them. Tucker Wilds has one of those doubles, is now up to bat, 1 for 3. Well, he could tie this ball game up in a hurry. He could even take the lead in a hurry. There's one fouled back. One the count. Just missed a little bit outside. Pop this one foul out of play. One, two the count now. curveball that decided to go a whole different direction. Plain and simple. Well, our friends from ADRC, the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County, here's a shot. And I tell you what, it's going to score the run, and we got a tie ball game. Thanks to ADRC, bringing you the action today, and as always, Legion baseball coming up here. Probably about another 3 weeks or so. It all depends on how the teams do in the playoff system. That'll be coming up shortly. Softball starts next week, baseball the week after. Graduation's coming up also. We'll have a lot of graduations, 3 graduations streamed. Friday the 24th, we'll have the Brookwood ceremony. Here's a fly ball. There's going to be a catch and a throw coming in. We'll have that on the NOW YouTube channel on the live stream. Congratulations to the Falcons. Saturday, a double bill, if you want to call it that. Here's a hot shot knocked down. They'll turn the flip at second base. They'll get the out. Heft covering. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment's time. 6-4 on the putout. Good job by Drew Butzler hanging in there, knocking that ball down and making the play. We'll talk more about graduations when we come back. It's, again, 3-2 Cashton. Or check that, it's 3-3. They get the run on one hit and leave a runner left on base. Seth Brando now pitching here for the Panthers. Brando coming in relief in a 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss here. Our 2 Ethans and top of the order, Klinkner, Schmitz, and then Brady Hemmerschbach to face Seth Brandel. That's upstairs, and he swung underneath. Volpat, now the shortstop. Came inside and missed. 1-2 now. Fly ball. Center fielder going to come up and make the grab in Trey Wilds for out number 1. Ethan Klinkner now is off the base path, or not on there at all, I guess, after the fly out. So Ethan Schmitz will step in. And again, thanks going out to those sponsors, the Wright Insurance Agency. That's Miranda Wright when it comes to American Family Insurance. She can give you all the information, that protection under one roof. Swing and a miss. Well, the Eagles would love to get something going here and score a run and try and hold those Panthers. That ball's downstairs. Otherwise, the defense has got to come through, and offense one more time picking up a run in the 7th inning. We're in the bottom of the 6th right now, 3-3. That's off the leg on a foul ball. Called strike 3. That one right in on the knees. And there's 2 down. Top of the order now. Brady Hemmerspach with Brett on deck. 1 for 2 today for Brady. Pop this one up, coming up, and making the grab, the right fielder for out number 3. Well, the defense now going to have to come up strong here, strong and solid, as they say, for the Cashton Eagles. The Panthers will come up with the 5, 6, 7 part of their order when we come right back with, will be the final inning, or will we play some extra? Taking a look here as to Connor Butzler now pitching once again, as we mentioned. He will face the middle of the order, Cole Eberhardt, Trey Wilds, and Jet Bender. He's going to fall behind here. Might be 3-0. That one was a wild pitch, if there ever was one, huh? That one really took off on him. 3-3 ball game, and we're in the top of the 7th inning. It's been quite the ball game. This was a fly ball. Ooh, this is pretty well hit. And it is a home run right underneath us. My goodness. Everhart put a little hurt on the ball. And he is giving the Panthers the lead. Man, did he get a hold of it. Ethan Klinkner here right underneath. He just turned and started running and stopped and watched. Trey Wilds now steps in. In the bottom of the 7th, Cashton will have Hemmerspach, Butzler, and Butzler. A run is in on the home run, and now batting is Trey Wilds, the center fielder. Popped that one out of play. Again, thanks to all those sponsors. We certainly appreciate them. You'll have this, you'll be able to see them in this game on a replay, knocked down by Butzler. He'll flip it over to Brigham for out number 1. We'll have this on our YouTube channel. We'll try to get it on maybe late tonight or early tomorrow morning. If not, then it won't be until sometime Saturday afternoon, as I'll be heading to Ithaca after the Westby baseball game tomorrow night. That's if weather permits, I suppose. I know they were talking some more rain chances, so we'll just have to see how that all kind of plays out there. And getting this ball game in, despite some steady rain at different times. There's a strike to Jet Bender. Swing and a miss. fouled that one off. Trying to remember Westby's ball game tomorrow night. I thought I had that somewhere here. Have to do a little digging, but see if we can't come up with that for everybody. And they are. Oh, it's a. I don't have it on my calendar because it's a makeup game. So I'm not going to be much help, am I? It might come to me. I remember taking a peek at it a while ago, like a couple of days ago anyways. They are playing tonight, Westby is. Ground ball, pick, double step, the throw. Oh, they got him. That was close. Here's Carter Uppinall. Well, they have the lights on. They've had the lights on since the first inning when the rain was coming down. It definitely got darker. We'll see how all the seating meetings kind of shake out. Some seating meetings were going to be tonight. Others were going to be not until Saturday night, which was interesting in our area. Swing and a miss. Uppinall down in the count a little bit here. At least I think that's Uppinall. Might be a pinch hitter here. I cannot see the number from here. It just looks like it's a pinch hitter. Called strike 3. Well, one run on one hit. That means it's a home run. To take the lead, Cole Eberhardt pushes one over the fence. And it's the Royal Panthers out in front, 4-3. Cashton coming to bat here in the bottom of the 7th, looking for that tying run. Seth Brando has come on to pitch in the previous inning, and he now is in line to get the win. Starting pitcher, Gunnar Wopat, now at second base. This has been one of those tight ball games all the way through. This ball is lifted out here to center field, dropping back, and there he is making the catch. Already had it in the glove. Off the bat of Brett Hemmersbach. One away. 4-3 Panthers. Now Connor Butzler. We've seen Connor put some juice into the ball. See what happens here. Swings and misses. Took a little bit off on that one. Pop this one up and out of play to the right side. Or in this case, the left side, if you would be looking from home plate coming out. chop that one foul to stay alive. And the count remains 0-2. Well, a big win here for the Panthers if they can hang on. If Cashton could come back, that would be one of those exhilarating kind of wins. Still hanging in there is Butzler as he fouls off 2 other pitches now. Still, it's 0-2. Ground ball could be trouble. The run is, they just got him. Butzler zipping down the line. But it winds up 6-3 on the putout. And there's 2 down. Down to their last out. Here is Drew Butzler. That first pitch bounces in front of home plate. Here's a ground ball knocked down, and they'll be on with an error. So on by the air. That's going to bring up Gavin Wurzberger. So E4. One hops there, and now look at this. Runner at second base. Two down, but Cashton still showing some life here. Base hit with 2 down, crack of the bat. Butzler's going to be motoring. That could tie this ball game up. Little pickoff play, but Butzler back in on that one. That's lifted foul down the first base side. Brando's set, and here he comes. Ooh, missed just a little bit low. That's lifted foul. Now down to the last strike. Wurzberger with, he's got, I think it's a 1-2. It might be 2-2 count here, but he's got 2 strikes, I know. He's hit 2 foul balls. Randall trying to get this third out. And he got it. Wow, a strikeout to end the ball game. Final score, Royal Panthers 4-3 victory here over Cashton Eagles. They come up with a run. Panthers with a run in the first, the fourth, the sixth, and the seventh, and a big home run to take the lead. Cashton had the lead 2-1 after 2 runs in the bottom of the first, and then it was third run in the fourth. They could not muster anything else after that. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Cashton Baseball. They lose a heartbreaker here, 4-3 to Royall. We'll see you tomorrow night on the Diamond in Westby. So long for now, everyone.